Nick F30, whose real name is Nicholas A. Mayuni, is a well-known Canadian online streamer, YouTuber, and professional gamer, particularly recognized for his family-friendly content centered around Fortnite. Born on March 14, 1995, in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Nick gained popularity for his gaming videos, starting his YouTube channel in December 2014. His username Nick F30 is derived from his name Nick, a nod to the Canadian stereotype, and his high school football jersey number 30. Initially focused on games like The Last of Us, Nick transitioned to Fortnite in late 2017, which significantly boosted his online presence. He's known for his positivity and engaging content, which appeals to a broad audience, including younger viewers. Nick streams daily on Twitch, where he has amassed a significant following, and he also maintains an active YouTube presence with over 8.41 million subscribers as of the last update. He switched from YouTube to Twitch for live streaming in September 2019. He has participated in various Fortnite tournaments, including hosting his own, like the Nick F30 Cup in collaboration with Epic Games. Nick has also been featured in the Forbes 30 Under 30 list for the games category in 2020. He has his own line of merchandise, including gaming gear like mouse mats and jerseys, under the Team brand. His influence extends to collaborations for gaming peripherals and even an animated series called Endurathon with Mainframe Studios. Which mouse does Nick F30 use? Nick F30 uses the Razer Huntsman TE wireless mouse. The Razer Huntsman Tournament Edition TE is a tankless TKL gaming keyboard designed for gamers who prioritize speed and performance. Actuation at 1mm with an actuation force of 45 G, which is lighter than many traditional mechanical switches, allowing for quick, responsive key presses. These switches use optical beam-based actuation, registering key presses at the speed of light, which theoretically reduces input latency. The TKL layout omits the number pad, making the keyboard more compact and portable, ideal for gaming setups where desk space is at a premium or for travel to tournaments. The switches are rated for up to 100 million keystrokes, indicating high durability for intensive gaming and typing sessions. Features double-shot PBT keycaps, which are more durable than ABS, providing a textured, oil-resistant finish that resists wear over time. Each key has individual RGB backlighting, configurable through Razer Synapse 3 software for a wide array of lighting effects and synchronization with other Razer Chroma-enabled devices or games. Comes with a detachable USB-C cable for enhanced portability and ease of setup. This also allows for easy cable replacement if needed. Up to 5 profiles can be stored directly on the keyboard, enabling gamers to take their settings to tournaments without needing software. Nick Fortnite mouse settings. Nick F30's mouse settings for Fortnite have evolved over time, but here are the most recent and detailed settings based on the latest available information. DPI 2000. The DPI dots per inch determines how sensitive the mouse is to movement. Higher DPI means you'll move further on screen with less physical movement. X-axis sensitivity 10%. This controls how fast your aim or cursor moves horizontally. Lower sensitivity means you need to move your mouse further for the same amount of screen movement. Y-axis sensitivity 5%, similar to X-axis, but for vertical movement. Nick uses a slightly lower setting for vertical sensitivity, which can help with fine-tuning aim or building. Polling rate 500. This is how often the mouse reports its position to the computer. A 500 Hz polling rate means it updates 500 times per second, which is optimal for reducing input lag in games. Targeting sensitivity 30%. This setting is for when you're aiming down sights or using a scoped weapon. It's typically lower than general sensitivity to allow for more precise aiming. Scope sensitivity 50% for scoped weapons or when zooming in. This setting is slightly higher than the targeting sensitivity but still lower than the general sensitivity for more controlled aiming. These settings are tailored to Nick's playstyle, comfort, and muscle memory. What works for him might not be ideal for everyone else due to different hand sizes, mouse grip, desk space, or even personal preference in gameplay speed. Professional players often tweak their settings slightly over time to adapt to game updates, new mouse models, or personal performance feedback. Therefore, these settings could change. If you're new to these settings, you might need time to adjust, especially with the low sensitivity on the Y-axis, which can take practice to get used to for building and editing. Nick Fortnite video settings. Window mode full screen. Resolution 1920 by 1080. V-Sync off. This reduces input lag, which is crucial for competitive play. Frame rate limit unlimited, allowing the game to push for the highest frame rate possible, which can be beneficial for smoother gameplay. 3D resolution 100%. This ensures the game is rendered at full resolution, providing the clearest visuals at the expense of performance. View distance epic. This setting maximizes the distance at which objects are rendered, helping to spot enemies or loot from afar. Shadows off. Shadows can obscure vision and are turned off to enhance visibility and performance. Anti-aliasing off. By turning this off, Nick opts for performance over edge smoothing, which isn't critical in Fortnite. Textures medium. A balance between visual quality and performance, as high textures can be resource intensive. Effects low. Reduces graphical effects to maintain higher frame rates. Post-processing low lessens the strain on the GPU by minimizing post-processing effects like bloom or color corrections. Global shadow quality off. Similar to shadows, global shadow quality is turned off for better performance and visibility. Motion blur off eliminates motion blur for clearer vision during fast-paced gameplay. Nvidia reflex low latency on if applicable. This reduces system latency for a more responsive gameplay experience. Show FPS on this setting is useful for monitoring performance in real time. NIC F30 uses the Alienware AW2720HF, known for its 240Hz refresh rate, which pairs well with an unlimited frame rate setting for the smoothest possible gameplay. These settings reflect a configuration aimed at maximizing performance and visibility, tailored for competitive play where every frame counts and spotting enemies at a distance can make a significant difference. Note that these settings might be adjusted occasionally for different strategies or hardware changes, but this gives you a comprehensive view based on the most recent data available. NIC Fortnite keybinds settings. NIC F30 is well known for his Fortnite gameplay, and his keybinds are tailored to support his building and editing style, which are crucial in competitive play. Wall mouse 4 floor Z stairs or ramped C roof caps lock edit mouse button 5 harvesting tool mouse will up weapon slot 1 Q weapon slot 2 F weapon slot 3 left control weapon slot 4 V weapon slot 5 X trap T inventory tab. He focuses on keybinds that allow for quick building and editing without having to move his hands too far from the WASD cluster. His choice of mouse 5 for wall placement is particularly strategic for speed building since it's easily accessible without shifting the hand position, crucial for rapid engagements. These keybinds reflect his personal comfort and muscle memory. He has changed his keybinds over time to improve efficiency, particularly as his playstyle evolved with the game's meta and his own skill development. Remember, settings like these should be personalized. While NIC F30's keybinds work for him, they might not suit everyone due to differences in hand size, muscle memory, and play style. If you're considering adapting these settings, it's advisable to start with small changes and see how they feel in gameplay over time. NIC Setup, a custom mouse designed in collaboration with Ghost Keyboards. Alienware AW2523HF, known for its high refresh rate and response time, beneficial for competitive gaming, provides ample space for mouse movement with a large surface area. A professional-grade dynamic microphone, often used in broadcasting and streaming for its warm sound quality. NIC F30's setup might evolve, especially with new hardware releases or changes in his streaming or gaming needs. The setup details provided here are based on the most recent updates early 2025. His setup reflects a balance between performance for Fortnite gameplay and streaming requirements, with a focus on both functionality and aesthetics, like the custom mouse and keyboard collaborations with brands like Ghost Keyboards and Razer. NIC often shares updates about his setup through his streams, YouTube videos, and social media, encouraging interaction and feedback from his audience. This setup reflects NIC F30's commitment to quality, performance, and a seamless streaming experience, tailored for his extensive Fortnite content creation and community interaction. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest news and updates. Drop a comment below sharing your favorite gaming setup tips or what you'd like to see next on the channel. Let's build a gaming community together.